I took our time to explain to us the dispensations we have and the covenants that God cut with man during these dispensations. Because the way God relates with men is by the instrumentality of covenants. And we looked at the 7 basic dispensations. We also looked at the covenants. And we said our major focus is not an attempt to go back to the covenants, but the covenants help us to understand the character of God in his dealing with humankind. So we looked at the Noahic covenant that reveals God's desire and God's exercise of his authority to exonerate man from the afflictions of life. So we call that covenant the covenant of exemption. And then we saw how God went further to cut a covenant with Abraham in which God promised to bless him. So we said God is not only exempting us from the calamities of life, but God is also empowering us, because the word blessing is to cause to prosper, empower to prosper. God is also empowering us to become sufficient and live life to the full. But we also saw that God didn't stop there. He proceeded to cut a covenant with Moses. And we said the hallmark of that covenant was to reveal to us the standards of God. Because God is not just out to bless us to be sufficient, but God has a kingdom and we have been invited to participate in that kingdom. But for us to be relevant in that kingdom, it must be according to the standard of God.